Hey guys, I'm just gonna hang out for a little bit while some people join the live chat. Nobody's here yet, so this may have been a bad idea. I just don't. Okay, there's some people. Hey guys, how are y'all doing? I'm just hanging out. Figured I would do some makeup with you live. Kind of waiting for more people to get in here. Hey Rita, sorry, I've got my the chat is over here, and it feels kind of weird. I'm gonna see if I can do some adjustments maybe. I don't know. Hey, Amaris. I'm sorry if I didn't say that right. Okay, hey guys, how's everyone doing today? Happy Saturday. Hey, Scarlett. So I had some free time today before I go to do some more filming of different videos today. I thought I would just get live and get ready with everyone. Okay, hey, Jamie. Hey, Leslie. Wow, okay. Hi, Milky Way. I love that. Dawn, I'm doing well. How are you doing today? I wanted to do a live last night, but my niece, not my niece, my cousin, which is also she's like my goddaughter, she graduated high school last night, and so we went and celebrated with her. Yes, Katrina, I'm going to do some makeup. Milky Way, how the hell are you? I like that. Wow. Sandy, you're on your way fishing? I haven't went fishing in a long time. I'm not really an outdoorsy kind of person. Or, okay, I am embarrassing to go fishing with because I basically just want to do the fun part. I don't want to do the actual hooking the bait on the line and then trying to get the hook out of the fish. It's sad to take me with you fishing. Hey, Tara. I need to adjust this somehow. I hate that I keep looking over here away from you guys when I'm trying to read the comments. Wow, okay, so, yeah, hey, Victoria. First time seeing live. This is fun. A lot of people in here. Yeah, so my little cousin, I helped her with her senior project, and so it was so much fun. Last night, when I graduated high school, it was basically a boring ceremony. There wasn't really a lot going on, and it was super quick. But they had like 250 seniors graduating last night, and I swear it was just a competition to see who could make the most noise whenever their family member was called, and it was so much fun. Everybody brought balloons that got released as soon as their name was called out. People had foghorns going off. This one guy had something he twirled it around and it kept making clanking sounds. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Dolores. Wow, I love this. Everybody's so friendly. And so it was so much fun. And they had those little things. Like, I've seen the little poppers. You pull the string and they explode. Like little, confetti things. But they had these great big, it wasn't cannons. I don't know what it was. It was these huge things that I heard they got from Walmart. And they just shot confetti. There was a good wind going last night. And it shot confetti and it flooded the place. Everybody was just having so much fun. I've never been to something like that before. It was really cool. Hey, Nina. Hi, Christine. Oh, I love seeing all the hearts. I love heart emojis, if y'all didn't know. Like, if you're on an iPhone, the purple heart that you can do, that one's my favorite. All right, so I guess I'm going to get into it. How do you use twice? More hearts. What does your shirt say? Oh, it's the Jeffree Star shirt. It says can't relate, and it's got that on the bottom of it. This has become because the shirt I ordered, it was way too big of a size. This has kind of become my lazy day shirt. I see the purple hearts now. I love those. I love the color purple. Speaking of purple, the palette I'm going to use is the Norvina palette. I'm going to play with this one today. Oh, when Boxycharm's going to add apparel. I hope they add some apparel. I will definitely be buying some. By the way, people who had ordered from the charm shop, I had contacted them a while back and I posted on my stories wanting to know when I was going to get shipping for my order, and they sent me an email then saying that, they're not going to ship it separately. They're going to ship it with your Boxycharm box. But I got another email yesterday. They're shipping it separately. And if you want to know what I ordered, let me check my email and I can tell you. I do know they're not sending me everything. I got the 2 dose of colors, the single eyeshadows. Those weren't in that email of everything they were shipping, so I hope they're being put in the box. They have canceled my order like 3 times. When I redeem my charms, they cancel it and they give me my charms back. She was asking, how did you get 2 uses from the Tatcha sheet mask? I know the sheet mask you can use it once, but a lot of times there's serum down the bottom. You can save that, put it in a little packet, and use it for later. So it's technically not 2 uses, but that's how I get the most out of it, because that stuff ain't cheap. Even though you got it in Boxycharm, it's expensive. It's like a $12 sheet mask. It's a lot. Okay, so in my order that I'm getting from the charm shop, I'm getting the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm, the LMS Pro Collagen Marine Oil, and Milk Makeup U-Balm Mascara. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, so hopefully that's everything that I ordered, with the exception of the 2 dose of colors eyeshadows. I'm hoping they were able to put those in the box. But I don't want to lose anything. You know, it's happened so many times that it gets kind of irritating after a while. Like, what's the point of having charms if you're not actually going to ship me the items? See, Victoria said she had it happen to her too. I don't understand what's going on with that. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to start with my eye serum. I use the Kors Black Pine 3D Defy Gravity eye serum. And this is supposed to be really good if you have hooded eyes. And so far I've been having a lot of good luck with it. It helps with bags, and it almost seems to help firm, like it firms up this skin around here, and it just helps. Boxycharm and Ipsy took my money this morning, and I've never been more excited. I love that. They did say that there were some people whose card, if you were on the wait list to get the Lux box, they haven't charged anyone's cards yet. They were still doing it throughout the day. They may have done it by now, but I know this morning they announced it and said they were a little behind, but they were going to get to it today. So if any of you haven't gotten it, it should be there soon. I'm just curious, how many of you guys are at home right now? Are you actually going to do your makeup with me? I'm just curious. I like get ready with me videos. I love watching them because you get to do kind of, I don't know, if I don't really feel like doing makeup, I can watch one of those videos and they'll get me in the mood, and I want to put on makeup too. Any idea why the Lux is $54? It's just the taxes. The laws got changed where they have to charge it now. They can't just do like a flat rate. They have to charge a separate charge for that. A lot of people are seeing differences. A couple of months ago, it started happening. Tara's getting ready. Yep. So I picked out a few things that I wanted to try out today. Or not, you know, try out. They're not new things, but I've got some new stuff set aside. I'm waiting to do that in one video. Doing laundry, no makeup for me. Yeah, see, I like having, I love having Boxycharm on. I love having YouTube on kind of in the background if you're trying to get stuff done. You just put it on, you can listen while you're doing what you need to do. And to moisturize, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Drink of H2O. If you've got combo or oily skin, this is really good. I'm laying in bed, not sure if I want to do my makeup. Maybe it's a good idea. I want you first in case you do so. Some states got accidental tax charge. Not all states. Yeah, I did hear that some states didn't do that. Okay, Kelly says that she's been packing all day, and then she grabbed a glass of wine to sit down and watch. I love that. Saturday is your day to relax, take care of you. Especially, Devin has found a swimming spot that he likes to go to, and him and his friends, they've been going there pretty much every day since they discovered it. And I just on my days off, because I want to put more time into my channel. I don't really have time to do stuff like that. I do some. Things are getting ready to change with work-wise, so I'm going to be having a lot more time available to do things. I'll be able to, I don't know. If I have time to, if I have to choose between going out and swimming in the swimming hole or the river, I don't even know where they're at. I have no idea. I would rather sit here and play with makeup and stuff. Hey, Melissa. I have 12 kids here at my house. Oh my gosh, I couldn't imagine being in charge, but my mom, she used to babysit kids when I was growing up, and so I always had friends to play with and stuff like that. And I think that's kind of how it was at her house. It was just non-stop. I felt so bad for her thinking back on it, having to put up with all of us. But man, it was fun growing up. Yeah, hey Dolores. Yeah, whenever I got this, I had promised to do a kind of like a tutorial with it, playing with it, but it gets to the point that like some things keep getting pushed back. Like I have so many ideas of things I want to do for my channel, but stuff keeps happening, and it got pushed to the back as I got more palettes in, and I kind of forgot about it. And I was looking through my palettes today to see which one I wanted to use, and this one just kind of jumped out at me. Oh, Cynthia, tell your grandson I said happy birthday. Oh, the Natasha Denona palette. Okay. I have been eyeballing that since it was up on Sephora. I think it got put on there before it was actually supposed to. And so then Natasha Denona went on her site and started releasing photos of it. I think it was a mistake on their end, but ever since I saw that palette, because it's only $65 compared to some of her others that are $130. I don't know what the difference is, if they're smaller pans or what, because I do not own a Natasha Denona palette. Like my money, okay, it seems like every time I start to get money saved up, especially, you know, whenever I did the Sephora haul, I had saved money for my taxes. I had money from work. I had a bonus. That's how I was able to do that, and with that 20% off. But it seems like ever since I made that purchase, I've not been able to save up money. Something keeps happening. We have emergencies with the dogs happen. Our car, like the AC went out. We had a family emergency that I was thankfully able to help with. And it's just, I can't, I'm hoping to get a break for a little while. I don't need anything else coming out at me. Neighborhood kids, yeah. Good. Tara's going to use her Norvina palette. Every time you get ahead, something will surely tear up. It always does. It never fails. But the Sunset palette, I don't know if any of you guys are able to look at this. Oh, and Huda Beauty, they dropped their Obsessions palettes, the new ones that are neon. I've got 2 of them added to my cart. The green one and the pink one. They're like, I don't even know if, can you guys see that? That's the pink one there. And there's the green one. Look it up on your computer if you can, or somewhere. They're both really, really pretty. The neon one kind of has me, that's going to make me get out of my comfort zone for sure. But they're $30 a piece. They're not a bad size. I've got one of the coral ones. Like here's the coral. They're not a bad size. So $30 and you get, you know, a decent amount of product. The formula is good. That's one reason why I would get it. What are your merch ideas? Merch. Okay, I've had a lot of people recommend doing a brush holder. I think that might be, I think a t-shirt will be the most likely, stuff like that, or hoodies, because Devin actually designs t-shirts on the side just for fun. And he has a site where he sells them. He's been wanting me to do my own merch for the longest time. So I think we want to do it. I'm hoping people will send in some design ideas, something that they want to see. And then I'll be able to pick one and make one just from their design, and then Devin will probably, he and I will come up with one. Pretty in pink. But the brush holder, that one would be my goal. That would be my goal. If I could do like a dream merch, that would probably be it, because I am obsessed with brushes. And, you know, like I've got the holder right back here, that wooden one that I got from Hobby Lobby, that I got from them. I'm obsessed with it. I've got this holder here that I like, and this is just my eyeshadow brushes. And I get people comment on this all the time. They're like, you know, you have too many eye brushes. There's no reason for you to have that many. First off, I didn't buy all these. Most of them come from Boxycharm. And second of all, I like to have things in rotation, and plus I'm still trying to drill down my favorite brushes. And the only way to do that is to have brushes and go through them. I think a t-shirt with the pack of wolves. Oh, that is cute. I like that idea. Do I have a P.O. box? No, I don't have one yet. I need to do it. There's like the post office that are around me, they're actually not any available right now, which is really weird. So I had put on Devin's address for his business. It's he's like in a strip of different businesses, and they have a shared mailbox that they, or not a shared mailbox. It's not like everybody can get everybody's mail. They're separate and they're locked and everything, but it's just like a little central unit. I have that listed if anybody ever wanted to send like a letter or something, because that, I love letters. Sorry, that's my dog. Like, you can't really even see her. She's over here in the corner. She is rolling. I wish you could see it. There is a piece of paper that came in with my Sephora order. I put it down on the floor, and she is rolling her face all over it. It must smell good. I don't know. If it smells like makeup, I can understand that. Hate to leave, but I'll watch later. Bye, Dolores. You can never have too many brushes. That's right. That's what I think. How are the sugar gliders doing? They're good. They're actually here with me. If you guys don't mind waiting for a second, I can grab them really quick. I hate when people try to tell me how to spend my money. That's right. My daughter is a manager at Hobby Lobby. God, you got the hookup. I swear, I could live in that store. And this is the gliders. This is their pouch. Happy to see another live. Yeah. Hey, babies. Yeah, I can't take them out for long because it's the middle of the day. They're trying to sleep, but I thought I would just do a really, really quick hello from the babies. Hey, do you want to say hi? I don't know if they're wanting to come out. I think they're too much in their hibernation phase right now. They're fine to stay in the pouch. They want to come out. Okay, but here is one of them. This is one of the babies. This is Jayla. Oh, and back in the pouch she goes. I've got two in here actually. Like, there they are. Yeah, they're my babies. Hi. Yeah, they're both like, why are you waking us up? The white face is Jayla, and the gray one is Yuki. I only started out with one, but I had to get a second one because I wanted to make sure that the older one didn't get sad. Because you can give them attention, but you can't give them the same amount of attention that another sugar glider would do. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're you have to do your research before you get them. There's a lot more that goes into them than most people will tell you, especially a lot of people sell them at flea markets and things like that. And I wouldn't recommend it because a lot of times they're not being taken care of, or sadly, it's going to be things like they're inbred. It sounds really bad to have to say that, but that's what it's like. I went to a I want to say it's USDA, but that doesn't sound right. They're actually regulated by the government, and you can go back and see their complete lineage between the gliders, so you can make sure you're getting ones that are taken care of. And they send you with food. They send you with everything that you need to get for them. If you're in North Carolina, they're in Walnut Cove. I have 2 bearded dragons, 6 turtles, 6 cats, 2 dogs, or a big expense. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we always grew up with a bunch of animals in our house, so I couldn't imagine not having something. We grew up growing parakeets, cockatiels, finches. Like, my mom was obsessed with birds, and so I always took care of them with her. She had fish. We grew up with, like, hermit crabs. I had a mud turtle, which is a spiked turtle. It's really, really interesting. His name was King Koopa. If you know who that is, let me know. Yeah, Walnut Cove. There's a breeder. I think it's Cove Exotic Pets is the Facebook page. He does mostly wholesale. Like, if you're in North Carolina, he pretty much sells to a lot of the pet stores that have sugar gliders. He's the one that's supplying them. Hi, baby. I don't have a snack. I'm sorry. The big one, she'll come out if you have a treat. She'll be your best friend if you've got something. I need to get them some mealworms. You can say hi. She doesn't want to. Yep, there you go. Mario Brothers. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that gets that. It's so funny when you're talking to people that are super, super young and you mention stuff like that, and they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, y'all teeny boppers. Gotta head out. We'll watch later. Hey. I have a trash panda. Okay, it took me a second to figure out what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to put these guys back up, and I guess I'm going to get into some makeup. I'll be right back again. Sorry I keep stepping away, but I've got their cage kind of off camera over here. 3 dogs, 2 turtles, 2 fish, 2 guinea pigs, and oh, tarantula. No. I can appreciate that they're nice for some people, but I'm terrified of spiders. No. I got bit by a brown recluse, and it messed up my legs so bad, and no, I won't do that again. But if you like them, that's awesome. You're stronger than me is all I can say. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, that gave me enough time for the moisturizer to kind of do its thing. So I'm trying to remember what all I got. Primer. Okay. So actually, I grabbed this one, the Farsali, but I forgot you don't really need to use moisturizer before you use it. Yeah, apply to clean face before moisturizer. Maybe use as a primer. So that's out of the eye, or that's out. Oh, yeah. I found out, like, whenever I got bit by the spider, I found out that I have autoimmune disorder. Like, I have these blood blisters come up on my legs. They started from my feet. They were all over the bottoms of my feet, in between my toes, and it started going up my legs and started all over my arms. And I got treated for so many different things because people thought I had Rocky Mountain spotted fever. They thought that I had Lyme disease. They didn't know what was going on. And I had like a ring around my leg of the blood blisters, and my legs were on fire, by the way. I wasn't able to walk. I was actually out of work for a while because of it. And it was so bad. I had a ring around my legs, and we couldn't figure out what it was. And we saw that it was the top of where my socks were. And it was terrifying. Like, I've never been more scared in my life. I didn't know what it was, but it turns out I had autoimmune disorder, something that was really, really rare. It was something that kids get. and something that little boys get actually. And the thing is, most people grow out of it by the time they're like 6. So yeah, so that happened, and I had gone to the ER like 3 times because I needed some help. I didn't know what was going on, and it started on the middle section of my body, and I was afraid it was going to cover me up completely. And we finally got there the last time, and a guy, he was like, you know what, I think I know what this is. Will you let me do one more blood test? So sure, if you think you can do it, then by all means, figure it out. And so he came back and he told me before he told me what the results were, he came back and he's like, okay, so I've got the test results. We know what it is, but do you mind if I consult with someone else? I'm like, yeah, sure, go ahead and do that. And the guy, no joke, he moves the curtain back a little bit, sticks his head back like this, and he was like, hey, Tom, come down here. You got to check this out. And I'm, I couldn't wear any clothes. I couldn't wear, like, I had clothes. I had just a really, really loose dress on. And they started coming in there and taking pictures, and they, like, sent them off to some place. I don't know where it was, but they asked me if I had permission or if I gave them permission for it. And it was just in my legs. And I'm like, sure, go ahead. But I don't know. That's my weird medical story. I haven't been, I'm hearing more, I'm seeing more chats talking about spiders. It's creeping me out. I really should be getting my end of month paperwork done, but this is so much better. Yeah, right? Okay. So I told you I was going to do some makeup. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't even know how long this is going to take, especially whenever we get down into the palette, because I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't have anything in mind, but I'm going to use the Cover FX blurring primer just to blur out some of the pores here. And let me get my hair out of the way. And my face is really, really red right now. It does that, especially I exfoliated this morning, and it takes a little while for my skin to kind of calm down. I know you're supposed to do that at night, but I do it when I have a chance, and when I had a chance was this morning. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's one of my biggest insecurities is the redness, and like my ears stay really, really red. It drives me crazy. And people have asked me if I've had my blood pressure checked and things like that. I'm healthy in that aspect. There's no issue. There's nothing causing it. It's like as soon as I get the least bit warm, you can tell immediately on my face if I'm not wearing any makeup. Melissa says that she exfoliates at night and her face is still red in the morning. Yeah, I don't understand it. It takes my skin a while to calm down. So we've got that, and I've got a Stila foundation. This is the Stay All Day Foundation and Concealer. And if you're interested, I'm in the shade Fair too. Okay. She asked for a shout out. She subbed and turned on notifications. I'm trying not to mispronounce the name. Gotcha Kawaii Potato. Hi. Kawaii. I'm just curious. Are you a fan of anime by any chance? I am. I like anime. Okay, this is a foundation that is, the applicator is really, really weird, and I'm a little bit afraid to use this because sometimes if you haven't used it in a while, it's like the product gets dried up in the center, and sometimes it'll just splash out when you go to press down on it. But, okay, there we go. So it did all right. Like the Beauty Blender foundation, the way it's designed so that you can put your blender into it, but I mean, this is perfectly shaped to put your blender into it that way too, so it's not anything revolutionary. Stila had it first, and this is a good foundation. I do like it, and it comes with the matching concealer in the cap, even though I don't really use it much. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of greasy in texture for me, but the foundation itself is pretty good. Yes, I'm a huge anime fan. I knew it. I knew it, knew it, knew it. My real name is Natalie, if you want to call me that. Okay, Natalie. I try to remember people's names, especially if I'm used to seeing your name come up more often. I try my best, but I'm honestly horrible at names. But in real life, I will never forget a face. I mean, people may think I'm crazy because I'm looking at them funny, but it's because I recognize them from somewhere. Maybe in a super, super long time ago, but I know who they are. But I try not to look like a creeper when I'm staring at them, but it's just because I'm trying to put the name with the face. And this isn't full coverage at all. This is a medium, just a good medium coverage. I tend to not go for full coverage, to be honest. Like, I don't mind if my flaws show through. I just want even, like, to kind of cover some of that redness. That's my biggest concern. And this is going to look really, really funny for a minute till I get it blended out. Did you see Jeffree Star lip glosses? I did. I was actually, I mean, I'm off on Fridays too, and I saw them go live, but I passed. I passed on his glosses just because I'm not the biggest fan of glosses. I'm going to wait for people to put out the reviews to see what they think of it. I cannot stand a super sticky gloss. Cynthia ordered 2 of them. Oh, just noticed your nails? Yeah, I just got them done. I had went last time like a month and a half without getting my nails redone, and it was time. One of the nails, it kind of popped, like it started to lift on the end, and it was starting to hurt, and I had to get it done. And I was in that phase where I was trying to debate if I wanted to just take them all off or have them taken off and then just not have any of that for a while. But I gave in at the last minute, and I'm like, I want them done. Can't remember names, but when I bartended, you could always remember what. See, it's funny how it works. It just works that way. Hey Jennifer, I'm waiting for his new palettes to launch this month. Yeah, I haven't really heard much about the palettes, and I have a lot of lip products. I love lipsticks, and I know most of the time I go towards nudes and things like that. But I have a lot of bright corals. I love color. It just depends. If whenever I'm doing my makeup, because lipstick is always the last thing that I do. If I decide to go crazy with my eyeshadow look, I don't really go crazy with the lips, and so that's why I always end up using nudes. But I need to go through. I think I'm going to do a separate video on just my lip collection and show you guys what I have, because I'm also going to do a declutter, and I have something fun that I've got in mind to do with the lipsticks I'm going to be throwing away before they're gone completely. I passed on the glosses too. I ordered one gloss and I love the container. Oh, it's so pretty. The packaging is stunning for those. And I've got some breakouts. My skin, those vitamins that I took that I showed in my last video, I think I've been taking them consistently, but I think what's happening, because I'm kind of into it, it's been like 3 or 4 days since I've used it. It's almost like my skin is adjusting to them. You know how when you get new skincare and sometimes your skin will freak out at first before it starts to do really, really good? I think that's kind of what's happening. And I don't know what it looked like on camera. Like, it doesn't look too bad from where I'm at here, and I'm just in the beginning stages, so my makeup may look really, really weird right now. But whenever we get everything on there, it's going to look a lot better. I hope. The camera, I got a webcam, and I think it's making me look green and yellow. Like, I'm seeing the monitor. It doesn't look good at all. I subbed to some boxes because of your unboxing. Thank you, and I'm sorry if I made you spend a bunch of money. One lipstick is $25. It's like buying a whole Boxycharm box. That is true. I've seen a couple of reviews, and it seems pretty good. Gloss, not sticky, and very hydrating. Yeah, I may get it later. Just not right now. I did break down and buy someone else's lip products. Any guesses who I bought? that just launched here recently. I just ordered the second Alamar palette. Her brand is going to do good. I just know it is. Jaclyn Hill. Yep, Melissa, you got it. I ordered the nude trio from Jaclyn Hill of her nude lipstick line. People are bashing her like crazy for coming out with just nude lipsticks. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's kind of like whenever Tati first come out with Halo Beauty, people were bashing her for it. If you do something different than coming out with an eyeshadow palette, it seems like everyone gets defensive and gets mean about it. I don't understand it. It's rosacea. I have it in my face. Okay, so the ear thing is part of rosacea. Had laser treatments. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to remember that to do the laser treatments. I got a big one coming through there. I'm not putting on any more foundation because I don't want to get cakey. So if I can't cover that up with concealer, I'm sorry. That's just gonna have to stay for a while. Once I bought really, really cute lipstick and it was like $60. Hey, sometimes you gotta, treat yourself. I'm just saying, $60 for a long time of happiness with that makeup. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. I love Decadent Nude, but not that many. She did put out a lot, but I went through looking at the line and it looks like, there are a bunch of rosy tones in there. I think there are some things that I wouldn't necessarily consider nude. But that's probably going to depend on your skin tone. And, okay, I really love that I have a webcam because now I can show you guys on my phone whatever I'm doing. Like, that's the trio that I got. They're just the lightest ones in the set. And it looks like there's a beige nude, a pink nude, and a coralish nude. I have the hardest time trying to find the perfect nude color for my skin tone. And I forgot what I was doing. I'm drawing blanks. I'm sorry. What kind of foundation do you use? I go back and forth. I have a bunch of them. Well, not a bunch, but I have a few favorites I go back and forth to. And have a few that I'm still playing around with. This one has been one of my favorites. I promise you guys, it looks better in person than it does on this camera. And I've got one from Too Faced, the Born This Way foundation. I think that might be my front runner. That might be my absolute favorite. Is that Wayne and Garth behind you? Yes, it is. I'm so glad you guys saw that and you know what it is. My dad, growing up, he always collected like movie memorabilia and things like that and the posters you get from the movie theaters. And he got this little cardboard cutout stand that goes on top of something they had in the theater of whenever Wayne's World came out, and he kept it and saved it. And whenever he started, he's getting older, he can't really manage his stuff, and they're starting to go through things to figure out what to get rid of. And I saw that, and he was nice enough to give it to me. So I'm going to do something with it. What do you have to keep your foundation to not move around? Mine always disappears in my nose area. Okay. Nose area, I have trouble with that too because it's almost like a nervous thing whenever I am trying to do whatever throughout the day. My nose, it's like it itches. There's nothing there. It just itches and I mess with it. I've started to do the foundation here. I actually don't put primer on it because some primers, like the silicone ones, they seem to just slide off, in my opinion. They do good everywhere else, but for some reason on my nose, it does worse. But I do my foundation and then I go through and make sure I put the concealer down onto the nose in this area, and then whenever you set it, you kind of bake that area a little bit. It helps, it kind of locks it in. Is the Too Faced a full coverage foundation? No, it's medium, but it's buildable. Oh, thank you, Alice. Yeah. It got this nail got hurt. They kind of cut me there a little bit. It looks really bad on camera. This camera keeps emphasizing a lot of the stuff. I don't know. Like, again, in person, it doesn't look that bad to me. It looks very little, but yeah, it's looking horrible on camera. And I look And see, I feel like I look really, really yellow now. I think it's the color setting on this camera. I like red velvet colored lipstick. You mean like a brick red kind of thing? I like that. I like reds. The only color I don't really like are true brown lipsticks. They just make me look like a zombie. They don't look good on me. Yeah, try without the primer. For some reason, it moves it around. The only thing that I will put like on my nose for primer is like this to fill in the pores, because I have pores inside of my nose, and I didn't even look at that when I was putting on my foundation. Yeah, I need to go back and touch that, but I'll come over with concealer. It'll take care of it. I love how you have the bright shirts and your eyeshadows always look great. Thank you. Have you seen the red lipstick trick under your eyes? Ooh, I want to try that. Normally I go in with a color corrector, like a peach. I do that, but I kind of forgot. But I'm gonna go ahead. I should have done that before my foundation, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on now and try it. And because I was gonna do something different. If I was testing out a new eyeshadow palette, I kind of do my concealer last. I've noticed a lot. I put on a nude color lighter than my skin tone. It looked like I was dehydrated. Yes, that's happened too. I think that's what's going to happen with the lightest color in that trio that I got from Jaclyn Hill. I think that one's going to be super, super, super light. I wouldn't wear it all over my lips, but maybe just dead in the center. Yeah, I want to try that. I need to just go ahead and do it. I've got some lipsticks too that I don't care. Like if they're too bright for me to wear, I think I want to do it for the lipstick trick. Okay. So everybody's got their own routine for doing things in whatever order they're doing. So this may look a little bit weird to you guys. I have started, like, I don't go in with concealer until, not till the very end, but a little bit later in. I go with foundation, do my eyes, then I will do the bronzing, things like that, and then I will go with concealer and setting powder. I like to do the concealer kind of later in the step, because that way if I have any fallout, things like that, I can go ahead and brush it away and take care of it before I do the concealer, instead of, like, I know you can bake and put extra powder under your eyes, but I'm just trying something different. I go back and forth between how I do things. It's like I can't decide exactly what I like the most. So I'm all over the place. Yes, work under my eyes all the time. Oh, thank you, Alice. Yeah, so I need to go and just do my brows. Now, brows, okay. This might be really boring to you guys because my brows take me a long time. And what I'm going to use today is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I really like this. I have bought it. This is probably my third one. It's my favorite. Did you try the Stila Lingerie Souffle Skin Perfecting Color? No, that's a long name. Bless you for typing that out. No, I haven't tried that. I saw the reviews and people were saying that it was really bad, like it was lifting up from their skin when they were trying to use it. I haven't had a chance to. And this tells you how much I like this. This is my third pencil from them. I don't even know if you guys can see that. That's all I have left. Like, that's all that's left in the product. I'm trying to go ahead and use the last of it now. because I'm gonna go ahead and repurchase it. And I've got the one from Anastasia. I'm trying to whittle down what I have and use up products before I go buying any more of certain types. Palettes, I'm always going to want to buy more. Lipsticks, I was holding off till the Jaclyn Hill collection launched. Mascara, I'm good on mascara thanks to Boxycharm. I do not need any more mascara. Oh, bye, Jennifer. I don't know if this is a bad day to do live streaming or not, because I feel like everyone's got their plans today. But I'm just getting ready to play with makeup, and I figured might as well go ahead and do it while I've, you know, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it with you guys, especially if you're going to be doing your makeup also. And I'm not as quick at it as some people are, so it may be a slow video. I'm sorry. I'm always changing my routine. Have you heard of Shop Missa or Shop Misse? Alice is cooking. I just got the email for my first Boxy Looks. Awesome. Yeah, they should be sending out emails to you guys if you got off the wait list today. Oh, someone pointed out one of my videos the other day. They said it was really weird that I was doing my liner like this eye with this hand, and then I go into this eye with this hand. I never thought about it. It never occurred to me that that was different. I think I guess most people, what they do this eye, and then they go over here and do this eye with the same hand, and that just seems awkward to me. I can't do that. And I'm hoping I have enough product to finish both brows, because that might look pretty funny. Miss A, yeah. I've never tried them. I've heard several people say they had good brushes. I think the next big order that I place online is going to be for ColourPop. They've got so many new releases. I'm not going to answer that, so y'all just hold tight for a minute, and that ringing will stop if you can hear it on the camera. And I'm wanting to try some of their foundations, setting powders, and sprays. You must be ambidextrous. I guess so. I mean, I can do pretty much anything. I don't have a dominant hand for many things until writing. And that's the only thing I have to do with my right hand. But everything else is either one, like eating, painting, because I do some artwork on the side. I can do whatever with either hand. I think I'm going to get a Jeffree Star gloss. Let me know how that is. I hope it's good. I think it's going to be. I just I kind of had to hold off and buying some more things. Do you still use the Cover FX face palette? Yes, I do. I love that finishing powder in here. I saw on Facebook the other day, somebody's already hit pan on it. And I've gone in pretty hard with it. And like the bronzer is all over the place. The bronzer in here is good. If you like a matte bronzer, that one's awesome. You got skills. My right side of my face is always better. I don't know if you can say I got skills. Maybe I'm lazy. I don't know. There's always one side of your face I think is going to be better than the other. And it drives me crazy. And for me, this side is always my best, because even my brow and my eyes, like the skin is more lifted here for some reason. And over here, it's like everything's pulled down. Even the brow is lower. And I struggle. Let's see. Unique people are left and right-handed are very smart. I love the Cover FX palette. They did so good with that palette. It sucks that they had so much trouble getting the right shade to people. I think that's about as good as and I just stabbed myself. Sorry to say how as good as it's going to get. I hit the pan on the finishing powder. Yeah, so many people have hit pan on that. I've gone in pretty hard on it. Thankfully, I haven't hit pan yet. I think I'll be sad when that day comes. I can't get my eyebrows down at all. Gosh, I hope everyone jumps in on this. Lori is wanting some tips on doing your brows for a beginner. I really feel like I can't give too many tips because it's one of those things that's more trial and error. I honestly suck at it. The only thing I could probably say is to make sure if you're new to it, maybe go lighter in the center and then darken as you go out. It is really, really hard. I have the hardest time doing my brows. It kills me when I see people do that method where they do the concealer all the way across here and all the way across there, and they have it dark in the middle, and then they use a concealer to blot it out. Seeing people do that gives me anxiety not because there's anything wrong with it, because it looks like that would be a unique way of doing it, but it's more of, oh my gosh, I hope they can get that off in the center. It's so hard for me to watch. I go extremely natural on my brows. Oh, I wish I had thick brows. I want to get microblading so bad. I want to try it. And I'm trying. This is staring me in the face. I need to use it. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So y'all are getting a few first impressions. It's got a dual end. One is a waterproof pencil and one is an ink stain. I love the ink stain. I think more companies should do this. But this is just what I like to do to darken the outer part. Yeah, I go more natural in my brows. Every once in a while, I get like a dip brow pomade, and I'll go insanely intense with them. But today's not that day. Yeah, that'll do. Have good days and bad days in my brow. Yeah. I'm so glad y'all are giving feedback on that. That is awesome. That's what I like about YouTube. I know people talk about how ugly the beauty community is. I don't really consider myself a part of it. Maybe because I'm a micro channel, but I don't see it. There are so many good YouTubers out there, and so far, with the exception of a few, everybody has been extremely supportive of one another on here, and I just don't get it. I hate when they generalize everything just because of a few bad apples. It's not right. Hey, Tori, how are you doing today? I feel bad that I hope I'm not keeping anybody away from their Saturday plans. I just wanted to hang out and do some makeup with you. So we've got brows on. I feel this is really, really dark here. I think because I was trying to layer up to cover this guy up, but I give up. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I kind of like to do it this way, where you just do your foundation and then go in with other things before going straight into concealer and setting, because it gives a chance for the foundation to set. And I found that if you do that, it looks less cakey throughout the day. Okay, Boxycharm just started posting photos. I want to see what's going on. Where did you get that hand mirror? One of my subscribers, I'm pretty sure she's in the room, she sent this to me. I didn't have one, almost bought myself one, and I didn't. It's so sweet that she sent it to me. I'm not going to say her name just for her privacy. She didn't have to send it to me, but I swear, I'm in love with this. She got it from Amazon. That much I do know. And it's, I think it's a Beauty and the Beast, but someone said the other day that they thought it was Snow White. I thought it was Beauty and the Beast, but it's so pretty. Like, this is a piece of artwork. I don't know how people do brows before foundation. Oh my gosh, I know. I tried that so many times. I could not do it. All I did was make a big mess for me, and I had to stop. Like they'll try to do, I saw Hank and Henry the other day when one of his videos when I was researching, and he did full concealer all over here and all over the eyes and around it. And then he went in like with full on smoky shadow and he drew his eyebrows out. But then because my concealer is always a little bit lighter than my skin tone, I don't like my brow bone that highlighted. And I would try to get my foundation as close as I could. I would mess up and I would have to redo it. And it was just a big mess. I had to stop. That mirror reminds me of Tati's. Yes, that's the whole reason why I wanted a hand mirror to begin with, is because of Tati's. Like, I see her doing this all the time, and I'm like, she looks elegant. I love looking at her when she's doing this. And it makes perfect sense, because otherwise I am sitting here having to hold this to do it. And I don't know. I had a little hand mirror from Kat Von D, but I don't ever show it on here anymore. But I hate that I have to keep looking for a compact and stuff. And this one, I don't know, it takes a normal doing your makeup kind of thing and just makes you feel extra fancy when you have this real pretty mirror. It makes my heart happy. I like it. Hey, Misty. Hey, the bad guy. Okay, the bad guy, that makes me have to ask, what did you do? Why are you the bad guy? I get so angry when I see guys doing makeup better than me. I can understand that, but I love that there's so much creativity and artistry out there. I'm glad that so many people are getting more comfortable to show it. Foundation first, yeah. When are you going to have a guest? A guest, like anyone in specific? Oh, no, I wouldn't get a mirror that has magnifying on it. No, that you're going to see. I have a hard enough time trying to get on camera, and I'll start doing my makeup before I actually get ready. And I'll sit there and I'm looking at it, I'm like, because I kind of look and I'm like, what do I want to do today? And the next thing you know, I see this is it over here. I see this, and I'll start picking at it, and I'll make all of them so much worse. I can't do that. No. So let's see here. I gotta bring my brushes over here so I can see. Me and my too many brushes. That gets me some. I shouldn't keep harping on that, but it's kind of one of those comments. Now that I've heard it, every time I look at my brushes, that's what I'm thinking. Someone's judging me for having too many eyeshadow brushes or brushes in general. And so now every time I go to grab my brushes, I'm thinking, yeah, I need one of my one too many, my oh so many collection that no one ever needs. There's no sense in saying stuff like that. I'm so excited for Boxylux. Yes, Boxylux is going to be good. I wish they had toned down on the hair care this month, and I still don't know what to think about that spray and the body butter. And I'm going to go ahead and conceal my eyes to get ready, or prime my eyes with concealer. This is the this is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and I've got the shade Light 2 Vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyeshadow. And I just use, this is a Morphe brush, one that I got from one of their value sets. I don't recommend it because it's really, really tough. Like, it's not soft at all, but I'll tolerate it because it's so dense. It has so much of it, and whenever you're using it, it almost sets the concealer for you. But I just dip in there with it. I need your brush collection. Oh, I love brushes. I have a problem. I mean, I admit it. I take people's comments, their criticism, things like that. As long as they're saying them constructively, I totally understand everyone's point of view. I just got off the wait list for Ipsy. Awesome. Ipsy next month, the Tetris collection. They have on their website, it's like for today only, the Tetris, the whole collection. It was normally going to be $158. They've got it for $40 today. I didn't buy it because I have to chill out and spending for a little while, but I so wanted that collection. It's got like brushes, lipsticks, 2 of the eyeshadow palettes, and something yellow. I think it's a highlight or something. I wanted that collection. I did. The mirror has a lot of light, and I'm like, oh my God, I can literally see the foundation. Yeah, those lights that magnify, or lights, those mirrors that magnify and have the lights, they are not going to do anything but make you feel bad about yourself. Just don't do it. I feel like maybe I should have done this because my foundation was a little bit darker than my concealer. We'll see what happens here, because now that I've gone into this area here, it just looks funny. Like, I'm not going to say who it looks like because I'm not that kind of channel. But yeah, this just looks, oh, this looks funny. Y'all are going to probably see a fail. I don't know. I'm hoping it turns out all right. Like, it doesn't look too bad in person, but whenever I actually go to conceal, I'll have to put a little bit more here to balance it out. All right, so Norvina, how you doing today? I think I'm just going to this color. It looks like it would be a good color to set your eyeshadow, but it actually has a little bit of shimmer in it, which is kind of weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and start with that one. Email says today, but under it says 29 days, so I have time to think about it till it sells out. Are you talking? I need your brush collection. I'm trying to see. Are you talking about, Felicia? Are you talking about the Ipsy collection that I mentioned just a second ago? Do you know what is coming in Ipsy this month? The big box. I haven't had a chance to do any spoiler videos for Ipsy. I hadn't been doing those because another channel, another YouTuber that does Boxycharm spoilers, she has been doing those generally, and I've been going back and forth about this. I try to treat YouTube very, very respectfully, and if someone has a certain thing that they always do, I kind of don't want to copy exactly what they're doing, because again, you get comments saying like, well, I heard it somewhere else first, and I'm sitting here thinking like, you may have heard it somewhere else first, but I'm just sharing it for my viewers. But I tend to stay away from those. I hadn't been doing those just out of respect for her. But the more I keep thinking about it, some of you guys may not have heard about it, may not know who they are and know of their videos. I think I might. It's one of those moral things. I just don't want to disrupt someone else's thing. I don't know. I'm weird about it, I guess. And that was base on a brush. I'm just using that to just set there in the crease area. I'm not going on my lid with it because I want to make sure the pigment sticks there a lot better. So I may start doing those videos. I did see some spoilers for the Allure box. That's one of the videos I'm going to film later today. Haven't heard anything. What are your favorite brushes? Favorite brushes, hands down, are Luxie. I've had a few of my friends order them, and they have been falling in love with them too. The quality's there. This one is this is actually Wet n Wild brush. Wet n Wild surprisingly has some good brushes. I do like them. What do you think about the Tetris palette? That palette is pretty. I don't know. I have to look at it. The Tetris palette, there was one that I wanted over the other, but honestly, either one of them are good. I'm trying to find a picture of it. I know I saw it earlier. My phone is always a mess. I have so much stuff over it all the time. We follow personality spoilers and review, etc. for free. Just don't steal our super unique, rare ideas. Yeah, I believe in that too. I don't like to I just don't want to step on anyone's toes. That's just me, because I think out of respect it should be that way. And I mean, I said this the other day whenever I did the Beauty Blender washing machine. That was because I was trying to test out a product. Reviews, I think, are different. I think you can review any of those that you want. Okay, there's a green palette and a purple palette. The purple palette looks really, really pretty. The Tetris one, if you missed out what we were talking about. But the other palette, the green one, that one looks like it'll be more of a challenge, more of a unique palette. The other one looks more safe. Even though it's a bunch of bright pinks, it still looks safe in my opinion. Who makes the Tetris palettes? It's Ipsy original product. Just DM her and see what she says. I might do that. But I mean, okay. She started doing the same videos I do. There's a couple of influencers that started doing this my type of spoiler videos after I started doing them, but I'm really weird. Like at one point I consider imitation flattery, but at the other point I don't want to do it to someone else. I'm still figuring out YouTube, honestly. I guess it's more like I'm trying to find my place. And I'm sorry, it's taking me forever to get through the eye looks because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I know I definitely want to use Wild Child and Celestial. You can create some really, really pretty bronze looks with this, super easy, but that's safe. I don't necessarily want to do safe. I want to use the purples. I want to do something with that. But I got to do something with the crease. I think I'm going to go ahead with Incense. That's more of a warm color. And I'm just going to go ahead and start working that into the crease. Any tips for starting a channel? My biggest tip for starting a channel, like I said, this might be a fail video. My biggest tips for starting a channel is to just go ahead and start. And this is going to sound kind of cheesy, but I saw Will Smith talking about this on Instagram, and I liked it so much that I saved it. Fail early, fail often, fall forward, or fail forward. He said that, and it makes perfect sense. That's what I think you should do with YouTube if you really want to get into it. Just get into it. You know, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to try to figure out what you're doing and kind of your way. Especially trying to find your niche is one of the hardest things to do. Just get started somewhere. Especially if you guys are fans of subscription boxes, and of course, I'm probably sure that's how you found me. Start doing your unboxings. Especially more and more brands are starting to recognize smaller channels, micro influencers. I think now's the time to do it. Just go ahead and start. I have Ipsy and Boxycharm. Lex, do they send a lot of brushes? You're going to get a ton of brushes through Boxycharm. Ipsy has sent several. So far, I really, really like them. Hey, Darla. Thanks, girl. You're the best. Boxy sends a lot of brushes. Yep. See? I've been with Boxycharm like 5 years. And most of my brushes, like, I don't even get rid of brushes. I save brushes. I collect them. I've got so many. But if you're interested in Luxie, I've never bought Luxie off of their site. Let me grab this. Like just in face brushes that are Luxie. Like, I don't have enough hands to hold all their brushes, to be honest. They send, and this is my favorite line. I want to get every brush from this collection because it is seriously so good. Their brushes are really, really nice. I have some brushes from Crown Brushes because I actually won a giveaway with Boxycharm and Crown Brushes a couple years ago. and their brushes have done really well as well, or have done well also. And oh, here's another Luxie, and this is one of them. It used to say Crown on it, but it's kind of rubbed off. It's been so long. This is a really, really good one that I got from them, except this brush sheds like crazy. There's always little pieces sticking out, and there's some now. It like that one I just pulled right out. This one is the only issue I've had with their brushes. Hey everyone, new here. Giving reviews, spoilers, or opinions is not stepping on toes. Yeah. Maybe I just overthink it. I need to just go ahead and do it. If I feel like doing a video, just go with it, see what happens. Because honestly, if you're going to make it, like if you've got something that you really, really like that you want to talk about, I just need to do it. I love talking about spoilers. And that's the only brushes I don't have are Crown. How many palettes do you own? That's a loaded question. My palettes, I'm planning on doing just separate. And guys, my chair makes noises every time I move around. It's not flashless. It's not that. This chair is an old office chair, and every time I move in it to do anything, it makes those noises. The palettes, I'm going to do a separate video going through all of them, showing you absolutely everything that I have. You're going to see it. There's going to be some, and some are going to be thrown away in that video too, because I've had them too long and they're old. They're older than the hills. It's time to let them go. And I just want to go over this once more just to make sure it's blended out. That concealer, I look forward to your spoiler videos. I have about 24, but I have granddaughters that shop at Grammy's house. Aw. Oh, I just realized I left that drawer open. That's some of my palettes. Like, let me see if I can show you guys just a sneak peek. Like, I've got these palettes. Oh, you can't see that one hardly. That one's palettes. I've got a few random ones down there. I started to wear this today. I got this at Marshall's for $25, and I've never touched it. It looks really fun. One of the Facebook groups that I follow, I think it's Boxycharm Beauties. They're doing a competition. You can put up different looks depending on what the theme is that month. And the theme right now for the contest, they're giving away a Juvia's Place palette. There are going to be 2 winners. I think it's Boxycharm Beauties. I don't want to say the wrong thing and then they get mad at me or you guys looking for the wrong account. But you can go there, and I thought about getting that palette out later and doing a different eye look for the competition, something really, really bright. Okay, it is Boxycharm Beauties. They're having a contest. You can win the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. This one right here, it's the really, really colorful one. And Juvia's Place has good palettes. So, yeah, there's going to be 2 winners. You're going to be people will vote on the pictures, and the top 2 winners will win the palette. And the picture has to be of yourself, and you have to hold up a picture with the day's date to prove that that's you that actually did it. And if you do any kind of crazy editing, you're disqualified. You're not able to win the palette. And someone said Juvia's Place has amazing makeup. Yes. I want to try their foundation. That's what I got my eyes on right now. Speaking of eyes, I need to get back to the eyeshadow. This happens every time one of my friends comes over here to talk about makeup. I get okay, we can talk about anything. And if makeup gets brought up, I'm done for the day. I want to talk about makeup all day. I'll wait for your review. I love the Zulu palette. It looks so pretty. Darla, what was it? You'll wait for the review? Aw, thank you. Y'all are too sweet. Okay, so did I blend this one back out again? I don't remember. I feel like the transition area right here, is kind of a boring place to start, but it's kind of what you have to build everything off of. Oh, my reviews. Foundation. What color are you doing in the shadows? I've only dipped into 2 colors. I think because I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I've got just the base all over incense just to this area, and I want to go ahead and deepen the crease because I think I want to cut the crease here in just a minute. So with it being purple, guys, do you think volatile, this brown, would look prettier with that brown or purple, or do you think maybe this as the deepest color with that purple? I think we'll try this one. If it's not dark enough, then I'll add the other one on. But we're just going to go into the crease with it. And spank your brush. And if you've got hooded eyes, like most people, they would kind of go in here. You can do that, but with hooded eyes, if you want to make your own new crease for your eyes, you kind of look dead ahead, and it's going to look really, really weird. Just to let you know, look kind of ahead and then place that shadow where you want it. And I'm going to blend that way. Any green color would look pretty. Aw. Oh no. Oh no, your festival palette got swapped. Aw. But that's sweet of you though to let her have it. My little niece, you know, she's getting older. She's almost at the age where she can get into makeup. I can't wait. It's going to be a good day. Spank it. It is going to be a good day when she gets into makeup because her mom, I don't really think her mom cares for anything for makeup, but I know she's starting to. She's got the bug. It's going to get her. And I cannot wait for the day that she comes over to hang out with me to talk about makeup. I've always wanted to be that cool aunt. You know, I can't have kids of my own, and I kind of want to spoil. I want to spoil their kids. Spank it like it's hot. You guys. Yeah, spank the brush. Get it ready. Okay, if y'all ever questioned my love for brushes, that should say it for you because we're talking about spanking them. That one brush that has the little netting over it, I call that undressing your brush. Or if you're going to put it on, to dressing it. And then, like, I remember one video, I edited it and I put it to, like, sexy music and slowed it down. I was like, brush porn. You just don't know. I love brushes. Like, good brushes, even if you get, like, a lower quality shadow or something like that, get you a good brush and it'll make it perform so much better. Oh, tell Luna that I say hi. I can't have CADs. Sorry. I can't have kids either. Yeah, I've got PCOS. I can't have children. Hey, Summer. See, the profile picture for you guys, I get so used to seeing you that as soon as I see your picture, I'm like, oh, I know her. And I see it whenever you guys are commenting on it. If I ever get big enough to actually do like a meet and greet or something like that, you guys, it's probably going to be weird for me at first because I'm trying to figure out who you are. But if you have a pic of a bunny, like I recognize the bunny. I'm sitting here thinking in my mind probably I was like, I wish you had like your profile pic around like on your shirt or something like that, because then I'd be like, oh, that's Patricia. Hey, that's Donna. You know, it's going to throw me off at first if I ever get to have a meet and greet. I'm sitting here blending. I'm not even looking at my eye. I'm trying to read the comments. I can't do that here in a minute. And I don't know how long I've been streaming. Wow, over an hour. Time flies when I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if it feels like that for you, but it does for me. I seriously love it. cutting the crease. Okay. This is my, I keep turning the camera over. The tour is coming up soon. Cut the crease, I'm just going to use Shape Tape. This I got into too light of a shade for me, so I actually can't use it for concealer because I don't highlight that much. And this one is pretty much white. Like, it's way too light for me. So I just use it for my eyes. It does perfect for that. Oh, you can kind of see her a little bit. I feel so bad for her. She's normally at my feet, but the problem is I like having her at my feet, but at the same time, she doesn't want to be at your feet. She wants to be on your feet. And I'm moving around and rolling and stuff, and I rolled over on her tail earlier. I felt so bad. I didn't mean to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start cutting that crease. Now, this is a Morphe brush too, but you can use any flat dome shaped brush. This one is just what I like to use. I normally would use like a lip brush or something, but I've been enjoying this a little bit better. And to cut the crease, yeah, I look up and it makes that line for me. But I want to take it up a little bit more. Yeah. I don't get too crazy precise with it. Like, I kind of think that was, cutting the crease is always frustrating. Yeah, I'm going to start doing, normally I kind of zoom out so you guys can see more of my background stuff, but I think as I get into doing more tutorials, I think I'm going to start doing zoomed in a little bit more. Actually, I think I'm going to start doing tutorials of just doing like eyeshadows. I'm not, if you're looking for someone who can do the wing liners and stuff like that, I can't do it. My hooded eyes just can't do it. And I know this looks a little bit weird when you're looking straight ahead, that extra concealer there. I went a little bit too high with it, but I mean, when you look down, like, it looks just fine. But when you look up, I guess I've taken it up a little bit more than I should because I want more of that shadow to be seen when my eyes are open. So it may look a little weird, I admit. I told myself I wasn't going to try to do a cut crease doing a live video, but here I am doing it. Y'all are going to see my mistakes. I'm not a makeup artist, as you can tell. I've not had any kind of training, none of that stuff. I just like makeup. That's why I always want to get on here and do it. What? I'll drop yo chunky. No mo cookies. Bop. I don't understand what's being said. Oh. We don't take kindly to stuff like that around here. You can put someone in timeout. That is so cool. Yeah, I had to put that person in timeout. I don't know what the heck happened. Um, hmm. Yeah, I missed some of what was being said. Okay, I had to put someone in timeout. I have to see what that person was saying, but I think maybe it removed all their conversations, all their posts. They were being horrible there for a minute. Um, damn. Okay, I mean, sorry, I shouldn't cuss on here, but shoot, ain't nobody got time for that. Hey, but you know what? If you are doing well enough that you have trolls, I guess that means you're doing something okay, that you're actually getting some attention. So, to each their own. Okay, now we're getting into the pretty part, guys. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm gonna start off with Wild Child in the inner part of the eye, and then I'm gonna go over with Celestial all over the lid. And well, let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I had to get rid of that person. I don't understand what was going on. Okay, somebody bothered me really bad the other day when they were commenting on my weight and saying that I shouldn't be wearing certain shirts because, you know, you should only be a certain size apparently. And I hate to keep turning the conversation into that, talking about weight and stuff like that. But you never know what someone's struggling with. You don't need to start talking about things like that. If you have nothing to say, don't say anything. Just don't. Now, I will say if you're interested in the Norvina palette, the whole reason I got this is because I thought it was a purple palette, but Wild Child and Celestial, those are my two favorite colors, and both of those are more sheer. I was hoping they would have been more pigmented than what they were. Um, yeah, so I'm going to go pick that up, Wild Child, on my brush here, and you're going to have to get the payoff that you want. You have to pick it up a lot. And their shadows, the shimmers are so soft, you might have some fallout. But that's why I use the concealer. It gives it a real pretty base. Yeah, I'm just one of those people. If you have nothing nice to say, just keep it to yourself. If you're being constructive, that's one thing. Like, one girl made a comment about my nose. She was like, hey, I love your channels, but your nose is very big and distracting. They have a thing called contouring. She could have said it differently. She could have just been like, hey, have you ever tried contouring? I think it would really help to slim down the size of your nose. That would be one thing, but I think it's more in the delivery for something like that. My granddaughter says, Grammy, you're not fat, you're fluffy. I don't consider myself fat either. I'm plus size, but I don't know. Devin, when we first got together, I had worked, before he and I got together, I had worked really, really hard, and I had lost 50 pounds. And I was so proud of myself. And then we got together, and I started recognizing that I was gaining weight back. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? You know, we were still doing everything I had been doing everything I had been doing all along. Oh, when I picked up Celestial on the brush, I started gaining weight. And then he was telling me, we realized it's because we were dating, we were going out to eat all the time together. And that was one thing that I had kind of cut out to start losing the weight. And we were looking at an article or something. Somebody said that a lot of couples, when they first get together, they gain extra weight in what they call happy weight. And I remember him saying something. He was like, well, you might as well plan on gaining more weight because I'm going to keep you happy forever. And it was just sweet listening to him talk about that. But at the same time, I was like, dude, we got to ease up on some going out to eat. And I'm getting fallout down here from that. Yeah. Devin's never had an issue with me being plus size. Like, even though I said I had lost 50 pounds, I was still plus size. I've never been skinny. I've always just been me. But it was nice whenever I had lost some weight, and I was there for a while. I was actually able to fit into my high school graduation dress. I was feeling pretty good about myself at that time. And I've already lost my brush, the first one I had right in front of me. Yeah, and I know some people don't really like to hear me talk about weight, things like that on a beauty channel, but I don't know, it's just one of those things. It gets on your mind, you want to talk about it. And that, whenever you're kind of melting two colors together, it's just layering that you have to keep doing over and over. Woo, excuse me, I'm trying not to burp in front of you guys. And okay, so for the outer part, because I do want to make that a little bit more dramatic, I was skinny until I hit menopause. Yeah, see, there's so many things. It's not, people, I think they're so quick to judge that, oh, the reason you're fat is because you're not taking care of yourself. I could always be more active. I could always eat better. I could not go to this place. But as long as you're being healthy and taking care of yourself, and I've got PCOS, gaining weight is that's a part of it. Hair loss here is kind of a part of it. Having excess facial hair, I keep that under control. That's no issue. Mine's not as bad as I've seen other people's. Weight gain, it's just, can't have kids. It's just part of it. You kind of deal with the cards you were dealt. Take care of yourself the best you can and try to be happy with what's going on. Hey, Marie. I like the way you spell that. Okay, so for the outer here, I'm going to go in with Drama. And this one, it's kind of hard to tell on camera. It actually has a lot of shimmer in it, so it might be a little bit of a weird choice, but I'm going to commit and we're going to go there. Spank it. I don't know who I heard start saying spank it, but now that I've heard it, I can't not say it. And oh, that's not, I'm gonna have to layer this one a little bit. I wish I had put the tape down here. That way I could have done the more dramatic thing, but that's okay. That's an afterthought. I do really bad whenever I'm trying to do something very, very specific in mind. It's like as I'm looking at the palette and I start dipping into things, whatever I had an idea of doing first completely changes. I've always wondered how these YouTubers, they'll put out titles like super bronzy golden look or green eyeshadow emerald dream, something like that. And I'm like, how do they plan for this? I'm guessing they sit down with a palette. There's a color story there. They just go ahead and do their eyes up, and then whatever it turns out to be the end, that's what they name the video. That's how I think they're doing it. Love your storage. Is it IKEA or a cheaper dupe? It's IKEA. I broke down, not this year, but the year before that, I used my tax money and got IKEA storage. And Devin, actually, wait, that's right. I think I only bought this piece. I have more pieces at home. I was going to bring them here, but I ended up not using them. Wait, never mind, scratch that. I have one of them here. I forgot my desk. There's actually the IKEA storage things here on my desk. And I have the one that goes over the top that has the two little drawers to set your monitor on top of. Devin, whenever I was starting to get super serious about doing my channel, he decided to buy me all my furniture. that was his gift to me because he was wanting to. It's one of those, if you're serious about doing this, let me get you the tools to help it. And he saw in all the videos that everybody had these because he watches beauty videos with me. He saw that they all had those, and he's like, that must be a requirement, right? Yes, it is, Devin. It is. He was nice enough to get it for me, and he was happy too. Okay, I need to do this eye because that concealer has started to dry a little bit. I can't figure out how to use the blue in the palette without looking like a black eye. Are you talking about Soul? This one right here? That one, I use that more as a base shade. I would put that all over the lid, and then I would layer Celestial over top of it. Ooh, that's one of my favorite looks that I did. I did a halo look with that. I put that all over the lid, like, or not all over. I put like in the inner and outer. Wait, did I? I may have done that all over the lid. This one, and then I put Celestial all over the center part, and then I put Wild Child in the very, very, very center. If you layer it up, it does really well, but as the color by itself, it just doesn't form the way I wanted it to. Oh, bye, Gina. Okay, so we're starting with that pink over here. And hopefully this doesn't mess up too bad. This one over here, it keeps wanting to water. My allergies aren't doing this one any favors. No grandbabies, but grandpuppies. Yep. Oh, Devin, he is a sweetheart. I admit it. I looked up with him, but we, we're like everybody else. We get into fights and things like that. Or not fights, but it's more of one of our biggest things that we talk about is like finances. And I'll get more into that later, but that's just one of our topics of discussion all the time. If we ever have some kind of fussing to do, it's about money. But for everything else, I mean, he and I get along so well, and I really believe you should get someone who makes you laugh, and that's him. But he told me the other day if he hadn't have started his business, like if he wasn't where he's at now, he moved somewhere where he's actually kicked it up a notch and he's getting more and more busy with it. He said that if he hadn't have done that and just stayed where he was going to quit that so he can support me here because he believes in me. Like I doubt myself so many times, but he's the biggest cheerleader. I love it. Money is always the issue for an argument. Yeah, like even if I was lucky enough to have more money in my life, a better paying job, or if I was doing this full time and I got to where I was making what the influencers were making, the bigger ones, money is always going to be a topic of discussion. It's just, that's how it is. You get in a serious relationship and it's just what happens. Life. I love that pink and that purple. Y'all wait, I'll probably end up having to wear a nude lipstick again because this is going to be so pretty. And I feel like some lips can compete, like the lipsticks. And let's see here. Need to be best friends. It makes it fun. Yeah. He pushes me to step out of my comfort zone too. Like you guys wouldn't know it from here, but honestly, I'm terrified of talking to new people. I have a hard time with it in person, especially. Here, it kind of feels like, because, it's like we're hanging out at home together. We're just chilling out. We're just talking about makeup. But when it comes out to crowds, like festivals, concerts, things like that, I panic when I'm in a crowd. I don't do well at all. I guess, I hate to call it this, but I guess it's anxiety. And there's a lot of people who now talk about anxiety like it's a trend. It's not right. Mine kind of stems from where I was overweight for so long, I would be so nervous to be around people because I would think they were judging me constantly. And I got some fallout from that shadow, but that's okay. I wish I put some powder down first. Do you like blue shampoo, or do you use blue shampoo? I use some purple shampoo once in a while. I need to do it again because I'm starting to get a little brassy on top. Yeah, purple shampoo is good. Yeah, see, the Wolfpack, y'all are my family. My subscribers actually come up with that name. I started to when I first started my channel, but I thought it was corny to do that. So I said no, or I was trying something else. I can't remember what I was calling the group before Wolfpack now. It's been so long. Yeah, like, it's one of those things. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all a work story too while I'm doing my makeup. This is going to be the longest live session. I'm so sorry. I just want to talk. And it's taken me a while to get through because you never realize whenever you're doing your makeup, if you're having to talk about things, like if you've got your friend right beside you and you're trying to do makeup, my makeup always takes 2-3 times longer than normal because we're sitting there chatting about everything. I like this. This is exactly what it is. So me being the nervous person, super scared to get in front of people and talk, oh gosh, this happened at work. I'm on the social media team for my work, and there's not many sales opportunities and things like that because we're dealing with complaints all day, and it's mostly store service. I had to wait for someone to help me. Someone was rude to me, those kind of things. And so we don't really get an opportunity to do sales, but one day I managed to help someone, and I ended up selling like $700 worth of flooring to someone. They were in a bind, and I managed to search all the stores and find it for them. Every single piece that they need. Like, it was a lot of work to do this. And I got the sale. I was so happy, and they made a big deal out of it and wrote up something about my experience because it was being recorded. I didn't know this at the time. And so they got it all together, and then they're like, okay, well, now after this has already happened, they're like, okay, we told someone else about your story, and they want to talk to you about it too. First off, I'm like, I was just doing my job, but I really appreciate getting recognized for it. And two, you need to tell me exactly who that entails because me being the nervous person, I need to be prepared. And they're like, it's just like 6 people. It's not going to be much at all. It's just, they just want to ask you a few questions and that's it. Okay, sure, I'll do it. So I did it. I went in there on my day off. I was dressed up in a pantsuit, and I went and talked to them because they're actually higher up people. Went there and talked to them, and they're like, thank you. It was so nice to meet you. This is refreshing. And I'm like, yes, thank you. So they walked out of the room for a second, and then one person came over and they're like, can you just hang out for a bit? I'm like, okay, sure, I'll do that. So, this is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. And so I did that, and so I'm sitting there waiting. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? What's going on? And I'm doing this really messily. I'm sorry. I was like, what's going on? And then the people come over there, and they're like, okay, you did really well. We appreciate it. And he stands up. He looks over to the side, and he just shouts out. He's like, 5 minutes till they come in. I'm like, 5 minutes till who comes in? Oh my gosh. They had 250 people come into this room. I was in a little section of it. They pull back the walls, and the whole thing opens up, and people start piling in. And here I am freaking out, flipping out. I'm about ready to bolt for the door. And I'm so scared. And so they grab my arm, or not my arm, they just kind of nudge me in this direction. They put me in a seat, and they're like, okay, everybody's going to be here for a minute. We just need you to go through everything that we just talked about. Here's the microphone. You're going to sit up on that stool. And by the way, you're going first. This is how you turn it on. So they did that. And I know, no joke, all the color drained from my face. I'm trying to find my sponge. Sorry. All the color drained from my face. And I managed to get up there and actually talk to the people. You know, they were asking me questions, and I know I sound like a flippin' idiot, but I was so scared. I had to stop several times while I was talking because it was like I was trying to catch my breath. I was like, da da da, and then I just stopped. My hands are so sweaty. I was just sitting there thinking the whole time while I was waiting for the part for me to talk. I was like, oh my gosh, you're on stage. Oh my gosh. You're gonna pass out. Oh my gosh, your hands are so sweaty. Why are your hands so sweaty? Wow, they're really, really sweaty. No one's ever sweated like this much in anyone's life ever. And I was just freaking out. And I finally get through the thing and I get done with it, and they finally tell me I can get off stage. And I go back and sit in my chair, and I'm waiting for the rest of the thing to happen. And then it's over. People start leaving the room, and they come over to me, and they're like, okay, if you'll just step over here, when you talk, we're just going to talk to everyone, do something really quick. I'm like, no, I'm done. I grabbed my stuff. I got the hell out of there. I about passed out. Okay, I need to go back and read some questions. I'm sorry. I used to be a singer, always used to be in the large crowds. Bless your heart. You got so much strength to be able to do that. That's awesome. It feels like we're in a room having coffee. Yeah. Grace used a lot of shape taped cutter crease. Oh, yeah. A makeup bag. Ooh, that sounds nice. I never tried doing a cut crease. I'll have to try it sometime. Make a brush case. Oh, okay. I had several people commenting in my last video things that I should do for and I forgot to do the concealer there, to do for merch, and a lot of people were commenting that they wanted brush holders. Sounds very interesting. And this sponge is starting to get too dry. Break out my handy dandy Evian water. I love this stuff. Yeah, so that's my crazy work story. My manager who put me up for that afterwards, she came up to me and she apologized to me profusely. She was like, I had no idea they were doing that. No one told me. I just thought you were talking to those few people and that was it. And yeah, that was the first and last time I ever done something like that. And that was before I had my YouTube channel. And I thought to myself, if I could get through that, even though it was kind of like a crash and burn kind of thing, that's the worst that can happen. So I made my channel, and I was like, if I could get through that, I just need to go ahead and do YouTube. I think it's okay. So yeah, I've been doing that ever since, and this one breakout here, I can't cake on my makeup. I just can't. I would rather see my flaws than have super, super thick foundation and super thick concealer. Having tuna salad and tomato. I'm eating and watching you. Having a grilled cheese. Oh, grilled cheese I love. Oh, thank you, Grace. You didn't have to do that. That is so nice. Get a designer to make the logo for you and start with the brush holder. Yes. Oh. That was so sweet. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much. I think monetize. I didn't know I had monetization on for this. I turned monetization on for most of my videos for doing it like that, but I don't feel guilty about that because it's like YouTube money. That makes my heart happy. Thank you. I can't wait to tell Devin about that. And yeah. Sorry, that kind of stopped me for a second. Okay. So I've got this. I've had this on for a while. I think I need to start setting it, and I'm going to get into bronzer and stuff like that before I finish up the rest of it. I'm going to use my Too Faced Peach Perfect powder. which is my absolute favorite. Love this so much. If I recommend any setting powder to someone, this is what I recommend. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. And I saw Raw Beauty Christy. She talks about, she doesn't like to set her face. She likes to keep it creamy. And so I have been trying to copy her a little bit. She just sets the perimeter of her face, like puts powder there to help with bronzer and stuff like that. And then I do a little bit under my eye. If anyone is interested. Oh, yeah, everyone, please say thank you to Grace. That was really, really so sweet of her. She did not have to do that. Thank you. I think that's my first donation ever in my life. That's pretty neat. Thank you. That's definitely something I'm going to remember. But yeah, I just set a little bit down here. Like, and this will have actually helped a little bit. As you put kind of like more stuff on there, I don't go super heavy with the foundation because I don't want it to be cakey, because then when you start putting on more product, I don't want it to turn into a big mess. Okay, somebody's getting ready to get booted out. This person, he is saying, "Fat hog, I'm not donating to you." I'm fat hog. Gosh, these people. Emphasis on big. Yeah. Okay. Good for you. I'm glad that you are. Stuff like that, that's just your insecurities. I'm just saying. If someone being overweight bothers you that much, you're compensating for something. Just saying. Or trying to compensate. Sorry. Oh, Alice, don't feel like you ever have to donate. That is not something. Don't worry about that. I don't do these live sessions to try to get donations and things like that. That is just, yeah, I didn't know that was a thing until I never knew you could do that. Like, I didn't think my channel was even able to do it because I thought you had to have so many subscribers. But that's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah, don't feel bad if you can't donate. Don't. Like, seriously. I like live sessions just to hang out. I don't want it to turn into something like that. You probably spend the donations at Golden Corral. Okay, this is just funny. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're going to at least diss someone, get creative. Do something. I'm roasting me some pork. Oh, gosh. Super chat is like a tip jar. Oh, okay. Need advice? How do you get your foundation to look flawless? Mine always looks caked. I mean, I feel like I can give my advice, things like that, but I've never tried a full coverage foundation before, so I don't know if there are other formulas. I always go for medium, something that's buildable. That way you can kind of add up where you want, but mostly just get a good concealer, in my opinion. But, I mean, okay, one thing with your foundation, if you want to avoid getting cakey, just put it on in layers. Don't go super, super full. A biggest thing that people do is they put on too much right away. And then you're going to struggle trying to blend it out, things like that. Just do super, super light layers, and you can kind of put on more where you need the extra coverage. But honestly, whenever you're done putting on your powder, your bronzer, things like that, you're adding more layers on top of it. And then you can use your setting spray to kind of melt it together and make it look more like skin in the end. These people, I think this person just made a separate account. I think it's probably the same person. They don't have anything else going on in their life that they have to do that. Okay, this is probably the first time I've had this many trolls in one video. Unless, like I said, it's that one person that is that determined to get their opinion heard. Yeah, these people, gosh, that's okay. That's another thing. If you're going to be starting a YouTube channel, you got to get used to stuff like that. There's some days when it's harder than others to deal with it, but for the most part, like, oh, and I'm using, sorry, this is the Hourglass bronzer, the ambient bronzer in Nude Bronze Light. It's a lot of shade they have in their collection. This one, if you don't like bronzers that have a little bit of shimmer in them, you're not going to like it. You're going to hate it. But yeah, I still got that skin peeking through there. It's a little bit more red than what I would like, but it's okay. Oh, thank you guys for reporting them. Yeah, it's kind of helping a lot, just giving me views. Oh gosh. It's so funny. Yeah. Sorry, I got stopped there for a second. Bronzer. Bad dog hit the bricks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the first, I haven't done that many live sessions. This is the first time I've had people actually be that openly rude on here. And I don't know. I need to come to Pigeon Forge. Yeah. I've never been to Pigeon Forge. I've always wanted to. Yeah, these people, I always contour, put a little bronzer under here. That's just, not everybody likes to do that because some people say that if they don't blend it out well, it makes them look like they have an orange stripe under their chin. This is just what I like to do. I kind of feel like, looks like I step into something. Carla? There's some nasty trolls. Yeah. Some people being really, really rude for no reason. Yeah, you just kind of remember people that are like that. It's because, and that kind of rubbed off some of that foundation. I think that's what happened when I started doing the bronzer. Yeah, it's okay. These people, whenever they're doing stuff like that, it's more about them than it is you. So, I mean, like I said, that one day, maybe because I was enjoying it so much, that shirt that I was wearing, that it kind of made me feel bad for, I had something that made me feel confident. And that one person made a comment that kind of took it away from me. But so I made a comment that I need to wear that shirt like in the next 10 videos. Okay, I'm trying to contour my nose. I'm no good at this. Like, See, my foundation's breaking up. Like, this brush kind of took that one away too. See, I'm still experimenting. And I didn't do a primer. I forgot because I was wanting to do something specific. But I wouldn't do it on there anyways. Try to think. I know I put concealer here. I don't think I put it on the top like I normally do. But that's okay. I would like to see you do tank top merch. I've always wanted to go to Pigeon Forge. Good under eye setting powders. Well, I mean, I've got the Peach Perfect. That one's my favorite if I'm going to be actually doing baking. Yeah, this brush is just taking away the foundation there. It's not been doing that. And it's kind of late to try to redo it. That's why I'm so scared to let my 17-year-old start her channel. That's something you have to consider. There's people on here, they get hateful for no reason. I just, you know, you would think with as many things that are going on in the world that people would have better things to do with their lives than to sit there and try to make someone else feel bad about themselves. I just don't get people. And plus, you know, if you've got someone who is underage, you got to monitor what they're doing online too, because people are just, you never know what's going on out there. I think because that color is so sheer, I think it's even bad to put on my under eyes. It's just not wanting to show up as well. And that one, if you missed it, it's a Celestial from the Norvina palette. It is really, and this eye is starting to water, and it's kind of making it a little difficult. I don't have any tissues. I don't know where I put them. Yeah, if any of you guys see any more trolls on here, if I missed them, just let me know, because I'm going to go ahead and boot them out of the thing to where they can't come back on here. Or at least what it does is it hides all their comments. That way, if they are commenting, nobody's going to see it. It's like it never happened. Woo! My favorite is Airspun. Oh, is that the Cody Airspun that you're talking about? I've heard that was really, really affordable and really good. I love the Cody Airspun. Yes. Oh, and thank you. I like, it feels like the Naked Cherry palette. I wanted to try that one. I kind of chickened out on it. I think it was one of those, it's a palette that I have kind of sort of in my collection. I didn't really think I needed another one. But I was so tempted to get it. Speaking of new releases and things like that, which that one, you know, it's been out for a little while, so it's not that new. But what do you guys recommend as far as me doing future giveaways? What do you guys think of palettes for future giveaways? We were talking about the Natasha Denona Sunset palette earlier. That one, because I know I'm going to buy it for myself. I think I want to buy it for the giveaway too. After the Pat McGrath palette, I think that would be really good. Please have the giveaways on YouTube. I do have giveaways. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. My last video that I uploaded, that one is in there. the Pat McGrath purple, or not purple, it's the pink palette of hers. That is the giveaway going on right now on my channel. Do you have anything you'd like to give away that you're not going to use? I do have some things saved up that I've never touched, but as far as things that I've already messed with, I don't feel comfortable trying to do anything with those. Like, I give those away to, like, my family members, things like that. People that I know that don't mind that they're used. So that eye look took a very dramatic turn. And I still want to use that pink on the inner corner as well. And I think, yeah, we'll just carry that pink into the inner corner since it's kind of sheared out without that concealer underneath. Anything you'd like to give away? Brushes. Yeah, I think I want to get some brushes to do in a giveaway. I always say I'm going to do a simple look. Yeah, I know. There have been so many times I have sat down and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go really, really simple. I'm just going to have this one color and then maybe a transition. I'll deepen it up, and then I'll start deepening up the transition, and then I'm like, well, you know what? This color looks really, really pretty. I think that should go on there as well. And it just goes all over the place, and I end up with something which I hate. I'm sorry if you guys are looking for a tutorial today, and I took so long getting here. I'm sorry. I got distracted doing everything else, and yeah, and I got to figure out the color on this camera. It does not, like, looking at myself here, I look okay in my opinion, but everything looks weird over here, and I don't have anything on my lips yet. 30 minutes later, full glam. Yes. Do you have a P.O. box? I don't have a P.O. box. I do have Devin's business address listed that you can send things to if like you want to send a letter or anything like that. I do have that in there. It's monitored. It's not gonna, no one's gonna mess with it or anything. And security wouldn't let anything mess with it either. Oh, one thing I do want to do before I go any further, I want to make sure this is blended out, so I'm just going to take a clean brush and run that along here. Oh, bye, Rita. Hope you have a good day, a good Saturday. Okay, and to line my liner is going to be from Clinique. This is the Pretty Easy liquid eyeliner pen. I got this in a Sephora Play a long time ago that I just never used till here recently, and I really like it. Oh, I love that y'all are naming off drinks. Yeah, it would be a good day for that. Just hang out. I wonder if Devin's was watching the live and he saw that troll on here earlier. And, okay, so I need to finish the eyes before I move on to anything else. I got this in my Allure box, or it may have been the Sephora box. I never uploaded the video if it was Sephora. But this is a Lancome lash primer. Yeah, I actually don't drink. I've never really had much of a desire for it. I can appreciate the taste of different types of mixed drinks, things like that, but I don't. I'm a lightweight when it comes to actual drinks. If I can taste alcohol in it, it's like I don't want it. It's weird. I know. It defeats the purpose, but I've never been drunk in my life. I've never really wanted to. And I got a little spot right there. You just let that dry and you can take a spoolie and scrape that away. Same here. I'm not into drinking, but I do like fruity. See, I like the flavored stuff. It does taste good. I don't know. You know, most parents have to worry about their kids starting drinking at an early age. That was one thing my parents never had to worry about. They did with my brothers and like pot and stuff like that, but they never had to worry about it with me. Sorry I'm not talking a whole lot here. I can't really talk much during this part. How many of you wear lashes? I'm not going to put any on today, but I'm just curious if that's something. If you guys would ever be interested in like a lash tutorial. I love the faces you make when you're trying to do your mascara. I wear lashes. I've never tried to wear them. I thought about doing a tutorial. I'm not like 100% the pro. I wouldn't claim to be a pro, but I know a few tips that I do to try to put them on. I was just curious if anybody was interested in that. Ah, my stuff's getting knocked over. Sorry. I want brushes in future giveaways. Yes. Natasha Denona would be good. I think that's what I want to do. I think I want to get that sunset palette and use that for a giveaway. Sorry it's taking me so long to get my makeup on, and I keep apologizing. I know I shouldn't do that, but I feel weird because I didn't realize this is like we're over 2 hours in, and I'm not done with my makeup yet. I've never taken this long, like even a full glam. I just feel like I should have already had this done ages ago, and I've been enjoying talking so much I can't stop it. Blush. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass. This is the Edit palette. Oh, sorry, it's blinding. This is the Edit palette volume 4. I'm using this for the finishing powder today and the blush. I love the blush in this. As long as you're happy, it doesn't matter. Aw. Yeah, and I just mix these two colors, and I kind of I kind of go ham with finishing powders. Like even the one that was in the Cover FX palette, I kind of go crazy with that one too because it is good. And I hate that those breakouts are coming through. I don't know. The force is strong with those. And I don't really know exactly where you're supposed to put finishing powder. I've just been putting it kind of all over. Like I said, it's probably no wonder why people are hitting pan on it so early, because I think we kind of go everywhere with it. But I've been really enjoying it. I've had several people commenting that my skin looks like it's glowing, and I think it's because of the finishing powder. Like both of them. I think that's what's doing it. She says that playing with makeup, she can be having a day, and when she starts, it feels like magic. And it does. I find makeup kind of therapeutic, maybe. If you're having a bad day, I can kind of sit down and just start playing with it, and it's kind of like if you're feeling sick or something, and you know how that first shower immediately makes you feel so much better when you're feeling really, really bad? It's kind of like that. Playing with makeup does that for me. I love long live stream videos, especially when I'm late to chat. Yeah, sorry, this is such a long one. I'm going to have to wrap it up here in a minute whenever I get my makeup done, because I'm going to start filming some videos. I've got makeup on, kind of don't want to waste it. And I'm going to use the blush in here also. If you ever get a chance to buy this at the end of the year, like when they start doing Black Friday specials, this palette, it's $80. But it is worth every penny. I have gotten so much use out of this, and it doesn't really, with the exception of like powder everywhere, the actual products doesn't look like I've gone in much at all with them. They've done so well, and if the one they put out next year looks similar to this one, I won't get it, but if they put out one a little different, like a variation of it, I'm getting it for sure. But if you don't like shimmer products, you may not like it as much. I'll go in and tidy up my makeup palettes and wipe it. Yeah. I like makeup. It's fun. It's one of those things that everyone can enjoy. And as long as these companies keep putting out foundations and stuff and powders for every skin tone, it's something that universally can be used by anyone. I love makeup. Look at you, Miss Thing. I know, I'm starting to feel more like myself now. With the exception of my white skin there. Like this foundation. Yeah, I had tan on earlier, and it's kind of, yeah, this foundation was too dark for me today. I should have got Fair 1 instead of Fair 2, but I like it. I'm going to do a self-tan later, so it's okay. When I'm just hanging out here, I don't worry too much about what particular shade that I use. As long as it's not off too far. This one's borderline. But if you didn't see my hands, you'd never know. I would look fine. Yeah, thank you, Darla. Okay, so I think I'm at the end. Oh, nope. Almost forgot. Highlight, and then some kind of lip product. This is my highlight drawer. Yeah, these are my highlighters. I think I'm gonna go with this one from Jeffrey. And what's my favorite highlight? I don't know. I did have a few favorites. The one from Fenty Beauty, the Diamond Bomb, or the, hold on, I've got it. This one from her, the Diamond Bomb All Over Diamond Veil. That one is perfect, and it's good for any skin tone because it doesn't have a base. And look at the packaging. Like, that's seriously so pretty. Yeah. it's just a colorless highlighter. It's just gonna look like you've got shimmer. Like it's not. It's kind of glittery, but it's such a fine glitter. It works for anyone. And if you have texture on your skin, like I've got these bumps here, it doesn't make them look bad at all. The one from Jeffree Star, this is the Supreme Frost in Frozen Peach. It kind of has the same effect, but it's a little bit more. It does have a base to it, so it's a little bit more warmth in it. You've got a Barbie machine. Yeah, I do. I did a review on this, actually trying to make it work clean in my beauty blenders, and it didn't work out, but I tried absolutely everything I could. What lipstick, nude or extreme? I don't know. With the pink and the purple on the lids, I've got several to choose from. I'm just trying to think. That's the only problem with lipsticks. Like, try to pick out the palette and then pick out the lipstick from it. Let's see. But I know I need something on here because my lips are really, really dry right now. This is from Incredible. It's just a roller ball. That's good just to get started. The Dose Nude is gorgeous. I didn't see anybody getting the nude from Dose of Colors. Or I'm sure some people did. I just didn't see it. Okay. Like, that bothers me if that breakout's coming through. But, yeah. And I probably take my highlight a little bit lower than a lot of people do. But I like it. And, okay, so that's the last thing. Now I have to pick a lip color, and that's it. So do you think we should go nude or we should go with color? Just comment what you think. Oh, you bring it to the apples of your cheeks? Yeah, I probably go way too low than what most people do, but I think it's pretty. Go nude. I think that's what the majority is going to go with. Where is the lippy case holder from? Go with the pink one. This one I got from Marshall's. No, I got it from TJ Maxx. I still have the sticker on it. I got it for $8. I like it because it takes up less space with it being a tower. Nude. I think it's going to be a nude. I'm trying to see what I have. Like, I want a cool tone. I'm hoping that those nudes from Jaclyn Hill are really, really pretty. I can't wait to get them. I haven't got shipping yet. Yeah, that's pretty. It might be too light for this look, but we're going to try it. Feel like I got gunk on my lips. Oh, the foundation. That's what's on there. That's why it looks funny. Hold on. That's going to drive me crazy. I got to get that off. Where I had that foundation all over my lips and then put that lippy on it and made like a paste right there. No, I know what I'll do. If I can find it. This is from e.l.f. It's a lip scrub, but it's a solid. Like, you can use it like a lipstick. That was probably too aggressive, but that's okay. Okay, my lips are really, really pink. They have a lot of pigment to them on camera. They don't in person. What highlight palette was that? Are you talking about this? This is the Hourglass Ambient Edit palette, Volume 4. It's got the ambient powders. You've got a highlight, a bronzer, and 2 different blushes. It's a really, really good set if you get a chance to get it. They only have it at the end of the year. Oh, thank you, Heather. Sorry. Ooh, that's light. That's pretty light. That's a little bit too light. Yeah, that's too light. Okay, let's try it again. Put a purple gloss over it. Did you buy the whole collection of lipsticks? You probably said earlier. No, I couldn't afford that. That was like, I want to say $200-300. I can't afford that. I just got the lip trio for $45. Purple gloss. I don't know if I have a purple gloss. I have another nude from Too Faced. Maybe. Purple. Okay, I keep hearing purple gloss. I'm gonna see if I have one. These are my lip glosses. Purple. Yeah, that's purple. Got one from ColourPop that's really good. Here's the Insta Famous from Tarte that we got in the December Luxe box. That one looks really pretty. Really pretty. What 3 palettes did you use today? I missed the middle one for 80. Oh, the Hourglass Ambient Edit. It's Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4. I used the Norvina palette for my eyes. And for highlight, I used a Jeffree Star highlight. I keep misplacing my stuff. Like, all of it's here in front of me, but I think I've got so many things out where I'm trying to look through it all. I keep losing it. Okay, this is from Too Faced. What do y'all think of this color? I'm kind of feeling this one. I don't even think I've used that before. I think that's, like, I've got this. That's going to be too dark. I'm not even going to try that. Let's see. Let's try this one. And we're going to, oh, you want to swatch? Okay. That's a gloss from Lorac. That's insane. And then this one from Too Faced. Guys, this is a lot. Use the Lorac one. Yeah, the Too Faced is a little too pink or red. Let's try the Lorac one. Okay, I should do this every day. Have you guys help me just pick out my makeup. This is fun. I'm going to end up doing a poll on Instagram where I'm going to list like certain things and have you guys pick which one I wear. There we go. There's the purple one. Yeah, that's a good way to get out of my comfort zone, letting other people pick out my colors. So this is the lippy that was chosen. What do you guys think? I actually think it really looks good with the eyes. Yeah, that turned out really nice. And, excuse me, I'm trying not to burp. Some colors tend to make my teeth look yellow. This one didn't. Like, my teeth aren't perfect, obviously, but yeah, that looks good. I like it. The Omega Troll is back. Don't make me drop you nasty. This guy. Okay, I got rid of him. Okay. Dang, okay, I must have hit the wrong button earlier when I was trying to get rid of him. Okay, well, guys, I have to watch this anyways. Guys, I've got my makeup on. I think I'm going to, because it's going on 6 o'clock, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm going to go ahead and film some videos. I do have the FabFitFun unboxing coming up. That's what I'm going to film next. And I think I'm going to try to do a couple of spoiler videos. And so you might see this look in all those videos. So just so you know, you guys helped pick this out. I like it. You got to see how it was made, start to finish. And hopefully when I do the video, I can kind of adjust the lighting or the color or something like that, because the color is off on this. Hey, I just had a thought. The Omega, the person we just blocked, you know, I must have just put them in timeout earlier, but I actually blocked them this time. That must mean that they were hanging out here watching the video the whole time. So for someone to hate me and they dedicated a couple of hours of their time, I'm just saying. That says more about them than what they care to admit. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you again so much for taking time to hang out. And I will be doing these more often. This is fun. I like doing live videos. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. I hope you have a good Saturday. Bye. Yeah. Bye, Kelly. Oh, I almost hate to end this, but I got to film the other videos. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back soon. If I get a chance later tonight to do an unready with me, I will. Because as much as I hate to see this makeup go, it'll have to go away before I go to bed. Bye, Bonnie. Bye, Tammy. Bye, Melissa. Oh, this is making me sad. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a good weekend. Bye.